Boys, welcome back to the channel. I am currently just hanging out here by the river, just having a chill morning. If you guys feel like you're in a toxic work environment where it affects your mental health extremely bad in an extreme way, where not only do you dread going to work, but you're dreading even the thought of going to work, the people around there. Let's say you have a toxic boss or a toxic work colleague, and it makes you not only angry, but it just makes your soul so dark entering that building. I'm a big believer of leaving an environment when it gets toxic, or a very, very bad environment where it becomes hostile. Leave it. Life is too short to stay at one job. That drains you, that drains your soul. And that's what I realized a little bit late again. You know, I'm currently working at a bullshit toxic warehouse job, and it's gotten more toxic as the past few months have gone by, and I'm realizing now that I need to get the fuck out ASAP before I get an assault charge. And that sounds like a very serious situation, but sometimes there's an environment that brings the absolute worst out of you, and if that is a workplace, no job, no career is ever worth losing your sanity, your mental health. Get the fuck out. I'm telling you right now, guys, I've never quit a job ever in my life where I've regretted it in my whole life, ever. I don't think I have. No, I haven't. And if this is your sign to quit your toxic job, please take it at that. And I know people are going to say, oh, I got bills. It is not worth your mental health staying at a job just for money. I understand we all got bills, but sometimes the situation has gotten so bad where money can't help you. You can't even concentrate going to work. And if that's the case, you need to remove yourself from that environment as soon as possible. And sometimes it may go to the extreme, but sometimes you need to recognize that before things get too serious. So if you're in a situation right now where you're in a toxic environment and you're not even optimistic about life, you're just trying to survive every work shift, that is your sign to leave. Remove yourself from the environment as soon as possible. There is always another job out there, and you will never ever regret leaving a bad work environment. And once you leave that environment, the clarity, the positivity, and the happiness you feel, the relief you feel, actually. I realized that my job was making me become a different person. I was becoming more angry. It just brought out more aggressiveness in me when you're in a bad environment like that. And nothing is worth it. No job is worth it. Don't move with fear. Once you leave this workplace that's very toxic, you have more freedom to think about your actual passions and your goals. You have more mental space. For the past few months, work has consumed my mind. For the majority of it, it's been living rent-free in my head, rent-free in my mind, and it's sort of blocked me from my natural optimism. And it's freeing when you have an exit plan, an exit day, an exit strategy. And I'm telling you, nothing is more satisfying than leaving a terrible work environment. The people around you will understand when you leave. They can tell by the way you act, how different you are, and even they will be glad and relieved that you have gone. What I'm saying is, recognize the signs as soon as possible and realize it's going to be okay. Once you leave that absolutely terrible environment, you'll be able to work on your goals, work on whatever it is that you were passionate about outside of work. Yeah, guys, that's it.